Hello everyone and welcome back to this session of Mistrial's Miscreants. When last we left our intrepid party, oh, I lost the, there it is. They were being named heroes of the Empire for saving the Queen from a kidnapping. Having made the short shipboard journey to the island province of Nortguard, they have been put up in the hotel of the port city, a tavern and inn. Then several miscreants were covertly invited to a meeting at a house of ill repute with some unknown party. When they arrived at the house of ill repute, they were escorted to the rear and to a private room for, yes, you guessed it, a meeting with the Queen. The Queen revealed that she is on the side of the Empire, but not her mother's empire. She is on the side of an empire that is for the good of all. So, let me get the cameras working again, and we will...
That one's out.
Go right to the table with our miscreants. There we go. Got everything working, I think. We'll see how long it stays. Alright guys, here we go.
Who is Miss Amanda?
Your mother.
The auto captions are over.
Alright.
Becca's watching. Hey, Beck.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
Hi.
So,
I am very.
you guys had
10
gone
days,
off to the,
10 days.
after the House of Ill Repute, Callie, Agnes, Nick, you guys were on your way to the leather shop in this town.
Mm-hmm.
And Belle.
And Belle.
Yeah, Belle, Agnes,
Nick went back
and
to the tavern.
yeah, it was Agnes, Belle, and me, and we leave to go to the leather workers.
Okay. Agnes, Belle, and
Boom, boom, boom.
Callie.
Skibbity bump bump.
No, guys.
Okay. So, here we go.
Yes.
Let me see if I can,
Yes, yes.
let me see if I can make all this work.
It's very auspicious.
Alright. So,
Good.
you know the little coastal town here, it resembles a lot of the other towns in Clannel, but it's not quite as cut and dried. This is kind of more of a frontier version of those cities with the organized stone wharfs and docks and grid laid out patterns of roads and such. This is more like the Deadwood of
Oh boy.
Clannel. Now you are on the middle island, and you have yet to take the short journey to the capital island. But this, when you got here, the king left with some officials. You guys had your meeting, and now you're free to go about the town for a day or so. The queen has sent word that you all, or the Bronwyn, not the queen, Bronwyn has sent word that you all will be leaving on the morrow. So you've got a day in this town. And this town is appointed with everything that you could think of: a leather shop, armory, a blacksmith. So do what you would.
Alright. I'm going on a shopping spree, everybody.
How much money do we still have?
Whatever you have.
Plenty.
Huh?
Whatever you have.
I have plenty.
We're on the way to the leather shop, aren't we?
We are.
Yes, let's
Y'all are
go.
on the way to the leather shop. I'm going to a bakery.
I'm going to the armory.
A bakery?
A bakery.
Okay.
I want to go look at some weapons.
Get some provisions.
Do they have any mystical stores?
Do they?
Don't know. You have to go look.
Okay,
I'm
gonna
going to the
check it
armory
out
to go
for
look at
mystical.
weapons.
Well, are you going alone or do you need a battle buddy?
Now for weapons, you're going to have to go to the blacksmith. For the armory,
my money.
which is part of the blacksmithy area,
Question.
Well,
Is there a
I
way I can enchant my weapons?
if you find the right person.
Okay, we need to do that. We need to. You got that? One of y'all got that Ice King sword.
Yeah, I do.
well, I want.
So
I
I'm gonna
want
go with
some
you, see if I can
like,
find anyone.
throwing. I want a bunch of. I want a throwing knife vest, but in the vest with just a crap ton of knives on it.
Okay.
Did,
Blacksmith.
and what's your class?
There we go. Okay.
Druid.
Okay.
I just
Okay,
want
so
to
I'm
like
gonna go
knives.
with her, see if I can find anyone who can enchant an Ice King weapon.
So I have
It's gotta be
428
something.
Well, that's
gold.
already enchanted
And
if
30
you look
silver.
at your
Yeah, it's-
stats.
Well, I'm really.
But it's enchanted towards undead.
Could I enchant it a little further, or do I have to remove it?
I would imagine that the enchantments upon the sword are pretty stiff, but you can try.
We can get you something else.
It says I have 6.
Well, I would like to get a secondary, more.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
good
hey.
for you.
What is the
You haven't
top
spent a
one?
lot of
The
money.
ball.
I've been spending a lot.
What
of
is the
money.
top
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, I'm
Gold
gonna need
coin,
to-
gold piece or what?
I'm so sorry.
No, you don't.
So I have 428 gold.
Well, is that what the top number is?
And 30 silver.
Copper.
I want to get some more
Gold,
things to wear so I
platinum.
can
Why do you
put
have
different
platinum?
knives in.
All right.
I think
so
you messed up.
as
Silver.
No,
Because why?
this is silver. I think you messed up. I think that should be up here, 54, and this should be here, because ain't no way you got 93
Yeah.
platinum.
So what
Ain't
I'm
no
gonna
way.
Fine.
she might.
What I'm gonna do is
Yeah, I
I'm gonna go to
might.
the blacksmith.
So, I might be a rich bitch and you just
might-
don't know, Missy.
Fine.
Where's all my
This
stuff?
stuff-
Is there a way I can enchant my armor?
Where's all my stuff
Did you
at?
find the right person?
I'm gonna go with her, see if I can find anyone to enchant armor.
Where's all my stuff at?
The golden stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because
It
right
should
now,
be
I
written
feel like I
down
would
on
need to
there.
enchant.
Miss it.
Give me my
This
left.
is different from mine.
Yeah.
I don't even know how much I have.
All right. So as Belle, Agnes, and Tally arrive at the leather shop,
Yeah,
it's on a row of shops down where the blacksmithies and
Oh, there it is. There it is.
that are making weapons and hammering armor. It's all pretty much in the same place.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, because I want to go.
Yeah, you just
get
don't have
some more
anything written
weapons.
down.
So it's just a long row of shops. The blacksmiths,
Probably
the smithies are kind of an open front shop with stone walls down the sides and a single slant roof in the front with the actual smoke from the forge just rising out of the front. That's the way you found them. You saw the smoke rising out. And you heard the banging of the hammer on the anvil. So the leather shop is a closed front shop. It has a few windows in the front, and it has a large door, larger than ordinary, probably an 8-foot tall, 3-foot wide door.
Okay.
Grab me a bunch. I want to get back.
Well, I'll be brave and walk on in.
Okay.
So yeah.
Right behind you.
Me too.
And the
As-
first thing I do is just
We need
smell
lots of
because it's
lights.
leather.
Come on, guys.
As you walk in, the smell of oiled leather fills your senses, and
Leather
you
smell.
see a smallish woman sitting at a table at the rear of the shop, working on making openings in the leather for stitching. So you see her, she has a small wooden maul, and she's working her way down the side of a piece of leather. And she seems to stop in mid-swing and look up, and she goes, "Oh, and how are you doing today? Can I help you?"
Yes, absolutely. So
We don't get many of your kind, Missy.
They get that
how
a lot.
many of my kind do you see at all?
I've never seen any of your kind. I've heard of your kind. And you too. What a big girl.
Big and glamorous.
She's nice.
Big and beautiful.
So despite our glamazon appearance,
Amazon.
you know, we
Skin tone is so beautiful.
Hey,
That's a beautiful
The
color.
BBW. Big beautiful woman.
I'm looking for new bracers,
Okay.
and I guess I would
Internet
like
will, though.
maybe if you could do something with my trousers, just let them in a little bit. I seem to have
Okay. So
lost a little weight on my travels.
So the seamstress is down the street.
and she can work with
take-
leather.
She can. Oh, you have leather trousers. Okay.
Hey,
So
Greg,
yeah, I believe we
What's
can
up?
do that. So how
Wouldn't
long
mind
are
if
you
I
in
next to the
town
microphone.
for? And
Keep in mind,
why?
I'm a redneck.
Why are you in town for?
None.
Because we're on vacation. Just
Just visiting.
seeing the sights.
So
Just visiting.
we heard the king and queen were escorting some parties from across the sea. Would that be you all?
We are the envoys from Romside.
Oh, how wonderful!
Have you ever heard?
Of course we've heard of Ramsay.
What do you know about Romside?
You're not there.
Oh,
She knows you're not there.
I know.
I thought we were in the same place. Well,
So are you accustomed to working with big people, big humans?
No, not quite your size, Missy. But I'm open to the challenge, shall we say.
Good. Rock it out. You
So,
want to measure?
the first thing we have to do is we have to get you up on the stand. Wait, let me get something else. And she motions towards the small stool, and she looks back and forth between you and the stool. Hold on.
One step.
So she goes in the back, and she brings out some crates. And she sets up some crates so you can step up onto the and she asks you to step up onto the crate. And as you do, they creak and I'm sure this will hold you.
Well, been in worse
So she
predicaments.
says, how do you want these taken up? Do you want shorts or do you want...
Oh no, we're keeping the length.
Okay.
Just around here in the waist, see?
Okay. So, with you standing up on the stool, your waist kind of hits her about here. So she's working up. She goes,
Sure.
some beautiful work here. Is this from Ramsay?
It is.
So she goes to fiddling and measuring. She pulls a tape from around her, and she starts measuring. She goes, okay, I can probably take those in to fit you very nicely, but it's gonna take me about an hour. In the meantime, you can't be running around with your
We need some pantaloons.
Yeah.
with
Just,
your
you
things
got
all hanging
have you
out.
got a sheet? I'll just wrap that around.
She goes, let me see if I can find something. So she goes in the back and you hear things moving around and things. And she comes back out in the front and she has nothing in her hands. She looks to the front of the shop and she runs to the front window and she yanks down the curtain.
She made you a skirt.
Hey, what's it on
And
newspaper?
she throws it around you and reaches and grabs it and ties it in a knot and she says, okay, I'll be taking your breeches now.
Okay.
Yeah, because we
you
have
know,
them the 700s.
pass them over to her.
And you ladies.
No, that's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
and look at the
Because we
marvelous
have our own
ears on you.
700, you should have our own 600.
Ladies, she's talking to you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And look at the marvelous ears on you.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I hope our local ruffians aren't giving you all too much trouble.
No.
They shouldn't because the king and queen have vouched for you. But you know how things are.
Indeed.
Very
So,
small.
what can we do for you?
I'll have what she's having. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I would
I
like
have one more
leather.
curtain.
Ask them they're gonna eat hamburgers.
It's a tailor.
The leather worker.
Well, it's,
Okay.
leather. Where do you think leather comes from? Where's beef?
Pigs, cows, animals.
Sheep.
Anywho, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I would like leather pants and a vest.
I have something that might work. So again, she's got Tally's pants over her arm, and she's holding them way up here, and they're still dragging the ground. So she hustles, she lays them down on the table in the back of the shop. She hustles into the back, and she brings out a roll of leather. And she comes up there, and she goes, okay, so this is all the rage in Nortguard. So she rolls out this roll of leather, and you can see it's a side. It's an entire side. And it's kind of buttery yellow, and it's brownish yellow, and it's just like touching silk. It's smooth, and she says,
That would be
The
around.
softest of the soft leather.
Kind
Yeah.
of like
Okay.
polar bear hide.
and she goes, this is quite the hide, and it was taken in tan on the North Island, so it's quite expensive though.
And how much is it?
So for a pair of pants and a vest, I'm gonna say we could probably, and my labor to put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say 110 gold.
Is that gold, silver, what?
Gold. She said gold.
Oh, I put 110 gold.
Check, see if you got it.
You have many.
If not,
platinums.
run to me. I have
You have
around.
many
How many
platinums.
how many golds in a platinum?
100,
100 golds in a platinum, and how much is you want for the thing?
110.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well I can do that.
One platinum, 10 gold.
Okay.
Tinkle, tinkle.
Okay. Deal. So I'm on
And
race.
you, Missy, to take in that waste, it's gonna be about 20 gold.
So, bracers?
Oh, the bracers, now. Do you want something to match the rest?
I just want something that'll wear well on the field.
Now, what we could do is we can make something rigid, or we can make something comfortable. With rigid back.
91, right?
Comfortable, but we're
I know, but
You
she
know.
wants 100.
As long as I can still shoot
I'll
the
take
fire
care of
off.
it.
Oh,
Say,
okay.
say
So
30 gold.
92,
Got it.
Well,
So 20 for your
and then
bridges
that makes
and 30 for your
So
bracers.
50 all that.
And
50 all
you, Missy, what can we do
Yes.
for you?
so
I would like
10.
the leather strap to go on my back so that I could put both my swords in, and then one
Really
on
short
each
skirt.
leg to put my daggers in.
30, so.
That would make it
Okay.
144.
So with this
No,
amount of work,
minus
I understand you all are leaving on the morrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I will have to work all night to get this done, and it will be first thing in the morning where I can get it done. So you would have to be here at first
But
light.
you got me off.
Can we be here at first light
Y'all can.
to get our stuff?
Hey, y'all can.
Sure.
Y'all can. Bro, we ain't in there.
Okay. So what do you have? Do you have the swords with you, so I can take some measurements and?
Well, I have my great axe, but I don't have. I was gonna go to the weapon shop and
Okay,
get some.
so why don't you go to the weapon shop
Okay.
while I get to work on her pants, because she can't very well walk out of here in my curtains.
Oh,
And,
no, it's a good look for me.
and we'll get to work on her pants. We'll get to work on her outfit, but it's going to be probably late this evening after sundown before I can get yours done.
Okay. Well, I'll come with them to pick theirs up.
And then in the morning at first light, I will have yours done. But we need to get the measurements for your swords.
Okay. Can y'all go to the weapon shop? Y'all want to go?
Sure. Let's go.
Okay.
We'll be
I'll be
back.
right back.
Meanwhile,
Since I'm in a skirt, I'm just gonna wait here and
Hang out.
look around. Don't you tell anyone you saw Tally in
Never.
a skirt.
Never.
Who else went to the weapon shop already? Did you?
Okay, so you.
We're
so
gonna
you
mosey
two are
on
leaving to the
over.
weapon shop.
I'm
You-
hanging out,
You're
with,
hanging
a,
out.
hanging out.
with a curtain around my
Okay,
waist.
so where are you going, Reiner? Nick?
Joler.
Oh no, I'm going with.
Okay.
Can't speak to transmit, find somebody missing.
Joler.
Slightly tipsy. Anley wants to go to a jeweler and find some new earrings.
Okay.
I need new ones too.
Oh,
So you're
I
going
am
where?
nothing but not jeweler.
keeping that from doing anything stupid.
Okay.
He's
So
babysitting.
as you wander down through this row of shops,
It was. He's matured.
you pass the
Matured now.
smithies and the armorers and the leather shops,
I'm very
and
mature.
as you go up a hill on the opposite side, you see some signs hung out front, and you see one that says "Fine Findings."
Looks promising.
You can go there.
Yeah, let's go there.
Alright, drop it,
Okay.
let's go. Yeah, I thought we had a dude over there with the mother's milk getting drunk all the time. That's you.
I've been traumatized. Okay, let me
So-
have one day.
So as you open the shop door, there's a bell hanging on the back of the door, and it rings, and you look, and then there's several tables arranged in a semicircle with stands with all sorts of baubles and bits and shiny things and sparkly things.
Shiny things. My hands are in
Ah.
my pockets. Shut up.
Keep them there.
And from the back comes this
I got a thorn
kind
whip.
of round gentleman. And he's kind of balding, and he's got on some suspenders that hold his trousers up. And he walks in and he goes, can I help you?
Yep.
Trying to update my style. Looking for some new earrings.
Well, you have quite the style there, young man.
Yeah, fruitcake over here needs some new earrings.
Yeah, fruitcake will bury you in the yard.
You're very rude, young man.
I get that.
Thank you.
So,
Stop fighting.
Hey, he bullies me all the time.
you can be a civil tongue, or you
Okay.
can leave my shop.
You put
Got it.
one hand to Amy.
I can do that.
So, what can I do for you, young man?
I'm looking for earrings. I've had the same ones for a long time. I just...
Do you have normal pierce?
Yes. Just plain.
And what kind of earrings are you looking for? Jewels, or gold, or silver?
I like silver.
Hoops, or hangings?
Silver hanging, maybe.
So he looks over his tables, and he sees these. He picks up a display stand, and hanging from them, from a piece of silver wire that's about an inch long, is what looks like a starburst, but it has a long tail.
Oh, I like that. Yes, that pair.
So you like these?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's set these right here. You can decide. For you, young man.
Do you have any silver rings?
Silver rings. Of course we have silver rings. We have silver rings, we have gold rings, we have platinum rings.
Which one would you prefer?
Don't ask him.
So you're asking me which ones I prefer for you.
Just which ones do you prefer? And just
In other
like
words,
which ones do you like
I
better?
can't answer that question for you.
Ask which ones would look more stylish.
Your
Which ones
skin
would
tone
more
would look
mo-
nice
what-
with gold.
Okay, 3 gold rings.
I'm sorry?
3 gold rings.
No, do you want wide or thin? Do you want a
Wide.
setting? Do you want to be jeweled or?
Just regular gold ring. 3 wide gold rings.
Okay. So he leads you over to another table, and laid out there on sticks or dowels, or just rows of gold and rows of silver, rolls of platinum, and there's even some copper rings.
I'm gonna take the three. Yeah, I'm just gonna take 3.
And
One
they're
with
all varying widths.
one. Well, about
Hold your finger
that
up.
wide,
Okay, so on the one end of the dowel, there's wide rings.
and
So
one
about-
at least one with jewels on it,
about a 1/4 inch or 3/8 of an inch wide.
and one with one jeweled.
So he
Just at
pulls
least
one
one.
off and he lays it on a velvet cloth out in front of him, and one with jewels. So he goes to another dowel, and there's some rings with jewels, and he says, the plain ring gold is 20 gold. This bejeweled one. Now we have some with rubies. We have them with emeralds, and we have some with diamonds.
Diamonds.
Okay. Yep, that's the one.
Go.
So the so you want ones with diamonds. So he picks out a ring, and it's about 3/8 of an inch wide. It's a band, and embedded in the center is one diamond. It looks to be about 1/2 carat. And you can't see where the setting is. It's kind of just embedded in the band. It looks like a smooth band, but that diamond is set in.
I like that one.
Okay, so this one with the diamond is going to be 80 gold.
Okay.
You have good taste.
So my work is known throughout the throughout the empire.
Okay, so
The king and the queen wear my wedding
He
band.
asked a little bit of information.
Oh, that's lovely.
so the plain gold, the plain rings are 20.
Yeah.
So 2 of those 40 plus 80.
That makes 120.
Okay.
He does. It looks nice.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. And you, my good sir.
Let me look at pendants for necklaces.
I have the match.
Well,
Serendipitous.
yeah. I'll take the match.
Very well. What did I offer those to you for?
You didn't.
120
For,
for everything.
I'll take it.
Okay. So they're yours. Give me a moment. Now, do you want to wear them out, or
Yes,
should I
please.
package them up?
Package the necklace.
So he packages the necklace, and he wraps it in a piece of what looks like muslin, and he ties it with a string. It's maybe like a natural fiber string. And you, good sir, will you be wearing the rings, or would you like me to package
Wedding.
the rings?
You gonna wear them, or you want to?
Yeah, I won't wear them.
Alright. So next, let's go to Nick and Gatsby. So where are you guys heading?
We're looking for a mystical shop.
Mystical shop, technically. Like
Okay.
magic.
Glad you couldn't like train in.
So as you're walking down, you all are in the same area. And so just past the shop that you saw Anley and Reiner duck into, you see a shop that has what looks like a globe. It's just a nondescript red globe, and it appears to be hanging in midair between 2 iron bars that stick out from the building,
You want to go
and it
in?
appears to be rotating very slow.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go in.
Without anything to support it, one way or the other.
Yep, it's
It doesn't look like it's hung from the upper bar or supported from the lower bar.
Well,
Let's go.
But there's no sign that says what it is.
We can
But
tell- I
it's
can
a
tell
shop
what it
front
is.
just like every other.
well, she's gonna have to explain to me what's going on with this because I'm not.
This is the shop we need to
You're
go
just
into.
I'm just a battle buddy here.
We need to go in there. I'm being told, Mike, to go in there. I have a gut feeling to go in there.
Oh, you
You're
got
in
voices
all.
in your head.
I follow.
Okay, so as you walk towards the shop, you reach out and grab the door to open it, correct? And as you grab the door to pull on it, it seems to be locked. And before you, in the air, is smoke that says, "Enter only ye with goodwill."
1, 2.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
What should you look like?
And then that kind of fades away, and it says, then there's more smoke. It says, "And your choice be."
Enter to be good.
And the door kind of pops open.
what I'm talking about.
I follow.
That's why it's a magic store. It's got magic spookies on the door.
It's spooky. I love it.
So as you walk in, there's
It's a Michael
all
Myers trap.
kinds of tchotchkes and just this
Doodads.
oddest eclectic collection of things, bottles and stones and you name it, and it looks like kind of looks like the antique mall in Wiggins before it was organized.
Okay, what is the person that is there anyone
So
in there that looks
you don't see anybody in there.
Yoo-hoo.
And then there's a door with a curtain across it, and as you go, yoo-hoo, you hear from the back, yeah.
We're looking to purchase some
You
things.
see the curtain come aside, and there's this little old woman. She's
Oh, it's
hunched over. She's got a shawl around her shoulders, and she's walking with a cane. And she goes, "There's two of you. Can I help you?"
Yes, we're looking to find if you've got any potions or any items we can get.
Oh, to be sure,
More
I have.
hints.
Oh, to be sure, I have some potions.
How about we can get items enchanted that can help us, like enchant our bows or our swords or
Oh, you want the advantage in battle.
yes.
Oh, you're a handsome young man.
Thank you.
Come a bit closer.
Look at you are
Okay.
awesome.
And you're an awful tiny young woman. So what kind of weapons would a tiny thing like you be hurling around in battle?
I want kick-ass weapons.
Well, of course you do, my dear.
I want weapons that just say, bam.
See, look, you got
I am
my
trying
drunk
not
buddy
to
over
laugh.
here dying in the middle of a freaking jewelry shop, looking at you, going like,
So do you,
No,
do you
because he
have
did it
the
once a day
weapons
this
that
week.
you want some enchantments upon?
Yes,
or
yes,
do
I
you
do. I
want-
have my
Just-
crossbow.
If you look across, you can see me.
I have my
another time.
crossbow. I've got my knives, and I have my sword.
Well, let's take a look at your sword.
Okay, there we go.
stop.
So as you hold it out, this woman kind of picks it up, and she's holding on to it, and you see her kind of, let's put it down
Hey,
over here.
help.
And she lays it down on the table, and she goes,
Hey.
let me, and she takes a stick out of her shawl,
Yeah.
and you hear her go, oh, this one's seen some battle.
Bippity-boppity-boo.
Oh my goodness. How much more do you want on this?
I want it maxed out.
Pop that down.
I want if I throw it at a ice person or a dragon, it'll kill him.
Well, we very seldom see dragons around here anymore. But let me see.
We're getting good stuff. He's
Okay. I tell you what we can do.
yes.
Give me about a week and I can make it impervious to ice.
We don't have a week. We're leaving tomorrow morning.
So you have
But I do have the money.
less than a day.
Yes.
Well, the best I can do is to add some small little enhancement for maybe creatures of the cold,
Yes.
We're gonna face that soon. I know it.
and I'm gonna need to keep your sword until, when are you leaving tomorrow?
First thing tomorrow morning.
Well, I'm gonna need to work on it all evening, so it's gonna be tomorrow morning before the sun comes up.
You got it.
So what I can do is I can make this sword glow when you're around evil of the northern influence,
Yes.
creatures of the cold.
This lady's good.
What else do you offer in your
But
shop?
that's about all I can do tonight.
Okay. Do you have any kind of potions for?
Oh, of course we have the healing potions. We have a
You have
couple
an invisible
of
She got
potion?
mad and slammed her
things.
hand.
Invisibility.
She said,
Yes.
"Stop."
Those are awful tricky. And I noticed by your lineage,
Yes, I'm a cleric. Elf. Half elf.
I'm not quite sure how that's going to work on you.
Can it make me a little tall? Never mind.
Now that I can do,
You can make me taller?
I can.
Oh well, hey, taller.
Oh, please.
I like picking on her.
No,
She's beautiful the way she is.
I like picking
That's
on her.
short.
It's funny.
I want.
It's very expensive and very dangerous.
Okay, let me see. What else do you
Dana.
offer?
Very expensive,
Oh,
very
we have various
dangerous.
things around. I have this. Watch. What's this? And she reaches down and she seems really excited. And she picks up a stick that's laying on the table, just a regular old stick. It looks like you could have picked it up out in the yard. And she picks it up and she goes, "Here, boy, here." And she throws it, and it just goes. And she's like, "Wait." And the next thing you know, the stick reappears at her feet.
Oh wow, cool.
And she goes, "He loves chasing this. Here, boy. And she throws it and he goes. It
So is this
disappears.
like a familiar or?
Within a few minutes, it goes. It appears back at her feet. Okay, that's enough for right now. She's talking to nothing, thin air. So she picks the
Oh no,
stick up.
something's there.
and she puts it on
I'll
the
take
table.
that. How much?
Oh no, I can't give you my friend.
I got a pretty.
But we have things like that all about the shop.
How much?
How much?
Yes, for that thing.
She just said no.
No, you
Look,
can't.
no.
look.
It's not for sale.
It, Nana.
That's what they said about the Mogwai too.
Yeah. Oh, can I have a Mogwai?
A what? So she goes, "Okay. So if you leave your sword with me, I will cast the enchantment on it. It's going to take a few hours."
Do you
And-
have anything that I could use that I have with my party and we need to maybe get out of a situation rather quickly? I could put my hands on my people and we could poof.
Now, that's something that you should learn of your own.
Well, I know a little bit, but I was just, you got anything that can you can enhance?
Let me see. Oh, I do have something. So she comes out and she's got this folded piece of cloth. And it's just looks like a folded piece of canvas. And she takes it out and she goes, "Now this it won't make you disappear, but it will offer you shelter." And she waves her hand and she throws it up in the air and it pops out into a little tent sitting on the floor. It's just a little V tent like that with two closed flaps on this end.
What in the Batman?
And it's probably
I know what it is.
it's probably 4 feet long,
Don't worry about it.
maybe 3 feet wide. And she goes, "Go look, go."
Paranoid.
I want that. I went in, turned around.
I look
yep.
in, just like
So
It's huge.
as you pull back the flap, you see this huge expanse of space.
What in the Harry Potter?
And there are flaps that lead to other rooms, and in the back is a table, and sitting on the table is a kettle.
ma'am.
Is
How
a,
much does this go for?
is a kettle with a fire burning under it, and you smell hot chocolate.
Excuse me, how much is
How
that?
much?
You
How
wait,
much?
That's mine, that's mine.
It's everyone's.
It's mine.
So she goes,
How much?
"You know,
Tell me so I can give you the money.
my journeying days are done, so I guess it's all right that I pass this on
Oh,
to someone younger.
how much?
Not you.
I'm going to need about 500 gold for this."
How much for the enhancement of the sword? How about 300 for all of it? In gold.
I tell you what, I will enhance your sword to glow brightly.
Yes.
when there are creatures of the northern persuasion about. And I will sell the tent for 450 gold.
Good enough. Just do it. Just do it.
Split it. That's $2.25 a piece.
That is.
Okay,
I just went and got me some
Alright,
blue
so subtract your 450 gold.
I have 600.
I just went and got
So
blue
subtract 325 from that.
Yeah, I got that.
And let me find the...
Subtract 325. It'll be like 475.
You still drunk? How
600.
how tipsy are you? How tipsy
That
were
would
you?
leave me
I
at.
could probably pass a sobriety test, but I would also, at the same time, probably get into a back to the officer.
Probably.
So about
Okay,
me.
so pass this
Just
to
swing on
So you have maybe like
Melissa.
an itty bitty hangover.
and Nick.
You have a tiny headache. Oh what?
Alright. So that leaves me at 395.
So,
This is so worthy to subscribe to our channel. It is so worth it.
alright.
Bam.
This dog needs to be a character. The dog just stole my daggum dice off my little thing. She did it and was holding them out
You
like
have a
this.
place to escape to.
And I picked your head up, open it.
That is how you can make us all disappear.
Okay, I have one question for
And
this tent.
You need to hold this
Yes.
dog.
Are we the only ones
It's
that
a
can
thief.
enter it?
Literally
So if
stole my
someone
dice
tries
off
to
my
open
thing and
it
held
up,
in
like
its back.
a
here you go.
human person, they can't see
I
anything?
tell you what, give me another 50 gold and I'll make it so you and only you can decide who enters the tent.
Just my party. You got it. You said another 50?
Another 50.
Now on to.
So that enchantment is going to be ready when your sword is ready.
Okay.
On the morrow.
Somebody. Look, this way. Never get this back.
So
Whoop, there it is.
Alright, so now we flash to Bell.
well, okay.
He's.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you forgot my dude here.
Yeah, I forgot you. My apologies.
My Nick.
And you, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm looking to up my speed a little. That way I can get into and out of battles as quickly as
Got
possible.
what you need. So she goes back.
He means he needs to lose some weight.
So she goes in the back, and you hear things falling and things crashing, glass breaking, and she's like, "Oh my, oh, that's gonna be terrible. I'll pick it up later."
Maybe we
And
can
then-
help you clean up all
And the
your...
next thing you know, she flips aside the curtain and she hobbles out.
Winnie,
And in her hand, she's got this.
you are spoiled rotten.
She's like, I know.
In her hand, she's got this.
Hey, look.
This. It
So
looks
you know how
like
big my
fur,
elbows are,
something
right?
made of fur.
When she was little, she went on the way
And
back from
she-
Starkville. She slept
she-
on the boot,
Goes,
on the
I
floorboard,
do have this.
under the AC.
This is from the southern continent.
She was spoiled before
And
we got her.
I got this from a passerby who said these are some of the fastest animals he's ever seen. They're big hunting cats. And when she leans forward with it,
Cat.
she kind of stumbles and catches herself on her
Miss my
cane,
big,
and she goes,
uh,
and you
Volkswagen
look, and
cane.
it's a paw. It's a cat's paw.
It's not a monkey paw.
I don't give a crap. It's a paw.
You wouldn't do that if it was a rabbit's foot.
So it's
Wow.
essentially like a rabbit's foot, but
So she goes,
Panther paws are apparently speedy.
Yeah.
take this,
Monkey paws are bad luck.
Really?
Yeah, monkey paws.
wear it against your chest, and it will give you a burst of, shall we say, energy.
Yeah, you need some pre-workout.
alright. How much would you sell this for?
2,000.
75 gold.
75, okay. Would there be any chance of
That's $25 for you.
75 bucks?
75 gold.
75 gold. How much would a, let's say, couple of mass healing potions?
50 apiece.
You want
Like-
you know what?
How do they work? Do you like splash them down, they heal your party,
Yeah,
or?
you just pour them down the
This one,
gullet.
this
They
one.
work every time.
Alright, so how much
I
would those
upped
go
my
for again?
intensity in my workouts
50
when I
apiece.
just started doing what your husband told me to do.
Alright,
Just
so
go for
I'll
an hour
take
and
that
30
and
minutes.
2 of them. The Tiger Paw and 2 of the
Okay.
splash potions.
So that would be 175.
175 is 395. I give the woman gold in exchange for the said items.
So,
Okay, I don't have a card for the cat's paws or cat's paw,
220.
but it increases your speed to 45
Woo! That's better than what I got.
when you press it against your chest. But your speed is now just 30. The cat's paw will increase it when you concentrate on
So that's a
using-
plus 45?
no, just 45.
So it just adds
Plus 15.
plus 15.
Yeah. Only when you focus on it. Your ordinary speed is the same.
Put it in equipment.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in equipment.
So you don't forget you have it.
He will.
He probably will.
You'll have to get a little cat's paw then.
Hey, Gijo, you can make one.
Alright, so
You got the
now
And then plus 15.
to Belle.
oh yes. I would like, please.
So you're at one of the smithies?
Brackets, no, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ah,
you
yeah.
left the leather and went to the speed.
Yeah, with yes.
Okay.
Ready to go?
So the smithy. Okay, so
There you go.
we're gonna start with you. And you walk up and there's a big burly guy and you see him swinging a hammer. Bang, and he's banging the hell out of it and he's not stopping, he's like a machine. And he just hits and rolls and hits and then he turns this piece of metal back into the forge. And he stands there. And you notice he's handling this metal barehanded.
He makes y'all
Pulls
look
it out
weak.
of the forge and he throws it back down. He starts hammering and turning and hammering and turning. And he throws it back in the forge and he turns and looks at you. He goes, he pulls a rag out of his, he goes, my, you make quite the smithy yourself. And is this your little sister?
Oh my gosh.
He's big, he's huge, he's got arms about this big around. His chest is probably
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger chest.
55, 60.
So about an Arnold chest.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's
Big guy.
huge.
And I'm 7 foot tall, so
Yeah, and he's barely looking up at you. He's like 6'4", so
He's like,
Is he cute?
Poor little Agnes is just sitting down here all tiny.
he's
He
all
probably
he's all
wouldn't do that.
sweaty and grody, and he stinks from the
Very
fires. And he goes,
You go pop.
nice axe.
thank you.
I got her now.
I would like to make some additions to my axe if you have such available
Well, how long you got?
tomorrow morning.
Well, I can't make you anything.
Well, you might have something
But-
here.
Come on in, and I may have a little dagger for you, so
Oh, not shocking for me.
He's like,
So, come on in. So he leads you in the back, and there's this rack of swords.
Perfect.
Just one right after the other. He goes, I got a small one over here. And you go down to the end, and it looks like it's a little long sword. You want one of those?
Maybe.
Okay, so
I think
two
he would
swords.
use small, like a little
They,
dagger for
they take
him.
me about 24 hours to make. So
You don't have any available?
3 days. No, yeah, they're right here.
Okay. Well,
So he says, I got this match set here.
okay.
He says, but they're 100 gold apiece.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it.
So he pulls them out and he flips it and you see him, he's playing with it and you see him lunge and then as he flips it, he brings it back down into his palm. He rolls his palm up just like this and the sword sits on it at the hilt and it balances perfect. You'll never find finer.
Take it.
It's yours.
I'll take the
So
small.
he's a smith. Take the smith with you.
And you, little missy.
I'll take the small one.
Want to see me do that with the little one?
I do.
So he does, and he kind of just flips it up, and
The wizard Harry.
Perfect.
Oh, and do you have any daggers that I could?
2 at least.
Yeah, 2, because I want to put one on each leg.
let me see. Let me look at those swords again.
Super sharp.
You hold them up, and and what they are, they look kind of like a Viking sword, but they're huge. They're long. They're not the short, stubby Vikings. They're like a long
yay
sword
wide
with a Viking
across.
hilt and handle, and
So they're normal for me.
yeah. Because, I got something back here. So he goes over to a workbench and starts digging around. He goes, okay, he says, I've got this one. He says, I've got another one here somewhere. He comes up with it, and it looks like miniatures of the 2 swords.
Perfect.
So I was making these for my young one. But if you've got the coin, I can make my young'un some new ones.
I got the coin. How much altogether?
If you want to leave these here to be polished, I can do that, or you can take them now. I'm gonna say for the 2 daggers, give me 40 gold.
Okay, so altogether with the
240.
sword, 240.
And you, little missy, for that short sword, I'm gonna call that 75 gold.
Deal.
Can you tell me the length of the sword so I can tell the leather shop, because I'm trying to get some leather
You
made
can
to
take
hold
them with you. I know her well.
Okay.
She'll
94 minus 75.
she'll be able to make you some nice cheese for those.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, and at that
Fantastic.
point, we're gonna take a break. So we'll be right back.
So like and subscribe. If you know what.
Alright, and we're back. So, the last we left off, we left Belle and Agnes at the smithy. Belle had made purchase of a matching set of 2 swords and 2 daggers, and Agnes had made purchase of a smaller sword befitting her stature. So, let me get us back to where we need to be. Let's get back to the table. Let me make sure we got everybody on. Okay, here we go. All right. So, Agnes, was that all you wanted to get from that tall, balding, muscular smithy?
Absolutely. That's what
Okay.
I needed.
I'm sure you didn't
All right,
want
so I
any more.
take it you're going back to the leather shop.
Yes. Make sure that
Where you
that
find
Tally
Where you
put her
find
pants
Tally
back on.
in the front room twirling.
Tally doesn't twirl.
No.
See if it flares out.
Practicing squats. See if it fits.
All right, so you make it back to the leather shop, and the little woman's busy stitching on Tally's breeches. And about the time you show back up, she stands up from the table and she goes, "Here you are, ma'am."
These are mighty nice. In the storefront and everything.
Oh.
Christopher,
And they fit perfect.
do you want these?
They fit perfect.
What?
No, right now.
Beautiful.
Get back.
I won't need to
Okay, and
pull up my
so,
trousers anymore.
so what, my large lady, did you happen to procure from your aunt?
Pray tell.
And do you have your swords?
Yes, I do have my swords.
And what do you want to do with those?
Well, I want to put them on my back.
Oh, so you want a cross scabbard?
Yes. And then I want one for each ankle.
Oh, I do need
So I can put my daggers.
Okay, so not on the thighs,
Right.
but on the ankles.
Yes.
Okay. I can do that, but I'm gonna need you to step up on the
On these cratons.
Watch her
The
break
crate.
from the weight of her. Watch her. Hey, she's
I don't know.
she's bigger.
Oh, I'm gonna need something to carry mine in too. So when you're done, we'll
So
talk some more.
step on the crates and let me get your ankles.
Okay.
Oh, he wants to look at your ankles. Just
She-
ankles
Come
are
up.
ankles, sexy.
She.
So as you step up onto the crate,
Okay.
as you transfer
drop
your
them
weight
cutting it.
onto that foot, your foot goes through the crate.
As I thought.
She goes, okay, I tell you what, why don't I just sit down on the ground and take these first?
Thank you. It's most kind.
So she measures
that's
around your
great.
ankles and she measures around your calf and That's quite the calf you have there. You're gonna have to maybe upcharge just a touch.
That's okay. I want it to be right.
And you, Missy?
Oh, a sheath. I need a sheath for the sword.
You want it on your waist, on your back,
You want a sheep?
Sheath.
Oh. On my hip.
on your hip, left or right?
I want it on my right hip, so left hip, so I can pull across.
I think I have something. Here,
Wonderful.
let's walk back here just a moment. So she walks back over to the one side of the shop, and in the corner there's hanging on the wall. There's a bunch of sheaths. She says, "Let me see your sword." And you,
Oh, it's at the smithy.
no, you got it.
Oh, I do. Oh, well, here we go.
So she takes it from you, and she lifts it, and she twirls it, and she slides it in the sheath. She goes, like I thought. But I tell you what I can do. I can dye it to match your breeches and your vest.
Ooh,
If you'd
dyeing's actually
like.
a very interesting process.
Yes, but I'm sure it takes a long time.
No, it only takes a minute. It'll be done this evening.
Okay.
So
Sounds fantastic.
she pulls the sword out and she
Well,
flips
wait. How does she know what I ordered from the other shop? Or is it the same lady? Oh, we went back
Yeah.
over there. Okay, yeah.
So she flips the sword and she grabs it by the blade and she hands it back to you. Now remember, you're in an empire where everybody in the empire serves at least 2 years in the military. So no matter who they are in this empire.
And how much is that going to be?
Now what kind of belt do you want? Do you want a wide belt? Like
Something-
a corset belt? Or do you want
A
just
corset belt to go over the leather.
a ring belt?
I think a corset belt.
Okay.
Cinch that
And she
waist.
leads you to the other side of the shop, and there's a rack hanging with a bunch of hanging belts there. And she pulls one down, and it's undyed leather. It's just natural tan leather. And she says, "I'm gonna have to cut this down, but I think I can make it work." So she says, "Do you mind?"
There you go.
So she gets down on one knee and she throws it around your waist, and she pulls out a piece of chalk and she starts marking, and she pulls it off and she goes, "Yeah, I can make this work. I'll have this done this evening." And you,
Fantastic.
Missy, it's going to be tomorrow before I can get this done.
In the morning?
I have to come and get my bracers anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have it ready for you at sunrise.
And what is the cost?
That's going to be 100 gold.
Okay.
And
They making some money today.
And yours is, I'm gonna say, make it 40 gold.
40 golds. Okay.
They making money today.
And so
That jeweler made some freaking money today off of me and him.
Unfortunately, we've been out in the wilderness for
I need some nice things.
10 years.
So we'll-
under the table black on your side.
there's not
Was that me
I
and you
think
were
that's a
stuck in the
sock,
woods?
Melissa.
an animal dropping.
Who was he with?
Winnie.
All right. So
And then them two.
Sally.
How do we all get
are you
split
guys
up?
done shopping?
We ran away.
I am.
What? Do we have any? Do we have enough provisions, guys?
Yeah.
You should.
We're being fed.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna run to the smithy real quick and have them just sharpen my my axe, my hand axe.
All my stuff is short.
Okay. So he's gonna charge you 5 gold to sharpen your axe.
Okay.
and you can add +1 damage to that.
Okay.
Oh, how about my sword and my crossbow stuff?
Yeah.
Does it add anything?
If
Since
you
got it-
have them sharpened, yes, it adds
Oh,
+1.
okay.
damage.
Not
What if they're
enhancing?
new?
If they're new, it doesn't do anything.
okay.
What if it? I mean, if it's brand new, I can just write it in my weapons, right?
Yeah,
But it only really lasts till you use it.
yeah. Once you use it a time or two, then it goes back to normal. You lose the +1 damage. You have to have it sharpened to gain the +1 damage.
Alright. So yeah, that is what I did. And I'm done with my new trousers and I'm gonna
All right.
guess wait until the morning to get my bracers.
So the woman from the leather shop, she ushers you all out. She says, "Now you have to go, because I have quite a bit of work to do this evening. And
Like, oh,
I'm not going to be getting any sleep." So as you go out the door, you hear it lock behind you, and you see all the curtains. She takes your curtain and she hangs it back, and she
Smells.
closes her shop.
She's made enough money to close.
And so now,
Plenty.
as you come out of the leather shop, you look down the street and you see Gatsby and Nick come out of the magic shop.
Of course.
And then you see Annalie and Reiner come out of the jewelry shop.
Like Nick.
That's it. I'm just looking at my hand like, yeah.
She's trying to like fist bump you.
Magically fist bump. Like,
It's gold, so if I punch somebody, it's gonna hurt.
And they blow it up.
Like a little illusion fire.
Alright, so it's beginning to get towards the end of the day.
Time to eat.
Supper.
no, let's get back to where
Guess
we're
I'm
supposed
cooking
to be.
again.
Supper.
Where they are, where the queen and the women are still.
Yes.
No, that's
Not
the
the
broth
broth
here.
You guys, I'm feeling puckish.
Puckish?
What the heck is that?
Puckish, I like
Peckish.
Hey, excuse me.
Oh, you want to go do shenanigans?
I feel a bit puckish.
Hey, English.
How about
puckish.
Puckish.
How
You know what
about
puckish
we,
is?
find
Uh,
a real restaurant?
Hey, common. Speak common.
A real restaurant?
Oh, so like, not eat the queen and them's food.
Can we go to a bar? I want to get in a bar fight.
That's the tavern we're staying at.
Like McDonald's or Pizza Hut?
Can we go there?
Okay.
Can we go back to the
So
So
cabin?
they
Because I
got
want to get
like
to
a
the other
Captain
bar.
D's
I
down
want a bar
by.
fight.
Captain D? They got Captain
They-
D's by the
they-
water?
So if,
I want a bar fight.
if you ask around, you might find out.
Yeah, so let's ask
I
somebody.
approach it in person, seeing as I'm literally the only comfortable face they'll be seeing,
And
seeing as I'm a
so
human.
as you see a couple of soldiers walking by, and they know you because it looks like these are soldiers from the Queen's Guard.
I approach them with a
The
friendly
Royal Guard.
face, say, "Hey guys, y'all know of any like good places to eat around here at the evening?" Or
And one of them goes, "Yeah, you know, that place down by the wharf.
what's it called?
Fishing boat.
Shit, what's it
The
called?
timber trout or the slippery salmon
Fish themed. Got it.
That's
or
fish.
it's a fish thing. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And you'll
plus
notice
that
you'll know
steak,
it's got a big
sweets,
fish hanging out in front of it.
Would you two like to
Steak.
accompany us, or would we
Steak.
just?
No, I don't think that would be a good
That's a
idea.
Yeah, I don't
that's
think
fair.
that's a good idea.
That's
either.
fair.
Any steak places?
Yes, let's go with the puckish or over here. That's not
Yeah.
a good idea.
Well,
I feel
thank you.
shenanigans on code.
And I go inform my party, like, "Hey, there's actually a place way over there
That's
near the wharf."
terrifying.
Yeah. So as you go down, or is everybody going?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got chili,
I mean, when
chili,
an orc
or
feels
steak.
puckish, you go.
So as you go down towards the wharf, you notice that it's the same wharf that you came off of when you had the royal procession into the town and all that. But on the opposite side, you can see as the hill goes upward, you can see kind of a commercial area over there. And as you walk across the wharf and towards the commercial area, you see a building with a huge fish hanging out in front of it.
That
So-
must be it.
That must be it.
The pickage
Wonder
fish.
what the
Smell like
portions
fish.
are
And of
like.
course, the port smells like any other seaport. It's kind of,
That kind of smells like low tide.
yeah.
Questionable.
Think the
pogie
coast, but the modern coast, but without the smell of engines.
All right.
Ah, okay.
So as you walk through onto the other side of the wharf, you see this road that kind of passes up into the hills, and there's a few shops here, yonder, and there, and that one sign hanging out.
So
Let's go.
I'm first one in. In
Right
all
behind you.
my orcish glory.
So,
She looks pretty bad.
Hey, what you don't
I
want
thought
in
you
the
put
skirt
your
earlier?
britches back on.
I am wearing my trousers.
Okay.
Oh my God, Tally.
I don't think the world is ready for Tally's rear.
You've got the pull on.
Seen
Put
it?
a towel on her.
Look, she's grown and all haired up.
Put a towel on her.
OMG.
Needs to go to the groomer.
All right, so let's change topics here for just a moment.
Yes.
As you walk into the restaurant,
How?
Yeah.
you look around and everybody just kind of stops, and they all turn and look, and you see these are like seamen. They're like ship guys, and there's not very many townspeople
I'm
here,
not
and there's a few soldiers and some of the dock workers, and you can recognize them by their blue cloaks, and everybody just stops and turns, and then some minor murmuring starts, and they all turn back to what they were doing, and big round fella proprietor comes walking through the dining room where there's a bunch of tables, and he goes, and so you must be the people that we've heard about.
That's us.
One question.
We're honored to have you here.
One question. What did you hear about us?
Fantastic.
Well, could we get a table for 1, 2, 3, 4?
Well, obviously,
7.
you're a royal envoy from the kingdom
Indeed we
across the sea.
Yeah.
We've had some Romsidians in here before.
Happy
Huh?
now.
Yeah, occasionally we have some ships dock here.
What's the name of that captain that docked?
Occasionally, we were.
Captain DeVere.
DeVere.
Ah.
Have you ever heard of a
And we
Captain
were-
DeVere?
Captain DeVere. Oh yes, he's a severe young man.
Handsome little fella, yeah.
Yeah.
Butthole.
I throw you off my ship.
Yes.
Yeah, I know Captain DeVere.
Don't touch nothing.
Don't touch nothing or I fuck you up,
Yeah.
throw you off the seat.
Yeah, he's been
That's
here.
our captain.
Yep, that's old the beer.
Right. Well, please come in. We'll pull some tables together for you, and let me get some chairs for you young ladies.
Thank you.
He called us young. I mean, you are.
Like he said, you sit down.
So
Earthquake.
you can tell he's just a pleaser. That's all he does. He's just the front of the house,
He knows his job.
and so he gets everything set up, and he happens to find. Now they're not chairs; they don't have backs on them, but they're kind of like benches, and he finds some heavy duty shit. It looks like something that they've had crates sitting on out back on the dock or something. He
Great.
comes dragging that in. He said, "These should hold y'all."
Now we're sitting on pallets.
Are you trying to say our friends are fat?
They're huge.
They're
It's a big bitch.
That's a huge bitch.
That's a, yep. That's
All right, so
BBW.
he sits you down. He goes, I'll send Tindy out to take your order.
Tin Daddy.
Tindy baby. We didn't have a lot.
Jedi.
So in just a few minutes, this little girl comes walking out. She's like 14 years old. And
Working in a bar?
She comes trotting out, and
She's a server.
and she
Things
goes,
were different.
I'm Tindra.
Who?
Who?
Tindra?
Told ya, y'all don't listen to me. You're not
Timing's off. Timing's off.
You
Tindra.
don't remember who Tindra is?
Can I take your order?
Yeah, oh, yes. Okay, so we want to start with some wine. Some of that good wine we've heard is in this region.
Oh,
yeah,
glass.
I'll just.
from the Vale.
Okay.
I would love
And
some
then,
wine.
That's what we talked
suckling pigs.
We have a crate.
2 suckling pigs.
No, I'm sorry, we don't carry any pork. It's all
It's all
everything
seafood.
that comes out of the sea.
It's legal.
Tally.
Sequel.
It's all seafood.
So we have some.
It can be a name coincidence.
Yeah, I need fish.
We have some
It can be two
varieties of
different girls
fish.
with two different-
Do
Uh,
y'all
we
have
some-
crustacean?
It's not. It's not.
we do.
Let's just leave it.
You do or don't?
We have some crabs, some local clam.
Some
Although
scripts.
I'll get some of
I don't
those.
like it.
I mean,
Feel you on that one.
We'll take a sampling
I'll
of
take
each.
a.
Okay. What we'll do is I'll just bring you some of everything. You can try it out, and what you like, you can reorder.
What is the strongest drink y'all have?
Oh no.
Wine.
Oh no, you don't get that.
Bring me a whole bottle of that.
We're getting a couple of bottles.
I want a whole bottle for myself.
It's
For the table, you can have as much as you like.
Of course. So off she runs, and she goes, and you hear her in the back. Dad, Dad, did you see it? The orcs.
Aw, you'll have fans. So
Give
cute.
her a little
So
bit
cute.
of
You're so
that.
green.
Give her a hug.
It ain't easy.
You're
to be
green.
Give her a hug.
So anyway, within about a few minutes, she brings out the wine.
Belle, ask her if she wants a hug.
And she expertly, she's a little 14-year-old girl, she expertly,
Can I have a red one?
she lays the tankards about,
If there is.
and she walks about and pours the wine for you.
Yeah, sir.
yes, she
Salute.
does.
Hey, ask her if she wants a hug. She might be happy.
So
Ching, 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 ching.
Hey,
about 10 or 15 minutes later, she starts bringing out platters. And there's a platter of, it looks like a reddish tinged fish, and then there's a platter of some kind of white fish, and it's about that thick, and it's really flaky. Then there's, she brings out a bowl of clams, and she brings out some crab that seems to have turned into a greenish color.
Yuck.
yeah, just like green eggs and ham.
And then she also brings out these little cakes of things that looks like it's been breaded.
Yeah, bread.
Ooh. Oh, one of those cakes.
Crab cakes.
Hey,
So
little,
that's
Maryland
about
crab
it's some sort of fish cake. You're not quite sure what it is. The clams, they have an abrupt flavor, shall we say.
Drink it or chowder. Maybe we can talk.
The
I can do
crabs
that.
are the northern green crabs
You
of
forget
this
of the crab
area.
and fish and you do.
oh, I'm a little crabby.
What about oysters? Do we have oysters?
Sounds fantastic.
Fantastic.
And we're eating shrimp, right? You got shrimp
Fantastic.
running around too?
No,
break
no
into
shrimp.
the-
Hey, did you hear what you
Darn
said, right?
it.
I'm gonna
You
break
said-
into
you
it.
What
said
about crawfish?
fantastic.
Just
Well,
fish, clams, and
Crab. I'll take the crab and some of that, a big chunk of that whitefish.
I know this might sound like an
then
odd
they
question.
bring out, a couple of loaves of bread
Try this
and
pastry thing.
I got a
This
question.
thing.
This may
I
sound like
can't
a.
have them, but Agnes can.
You got any barbecue?
This may sound like a rich.
there's condiments on the table, fish sauce and things of that nature.
I know much go
Be
for me,
modern.
but I don't know if try that
Try
real
this
quick.
fish
You
steak
do-
thing.
No, I'm gonna eat it with the daggone silverware, like a
You just see me
civilized
grabbing
person,
two bucket of
civilized elf.
So anyway, the little
He's
girl,
growing up.
Tindy,
Yeah, sweet.
she comes out and she's just standing there watching y'all, and she just seems
Love shrimp.
all giggly and
Shrimp.
just
I can eat
What,
fried
so
shrimp.
excited to see
I don't care what's ever on that table.
the
I'm happy.
different people.
Talk to the human.
I got a. This may sound like a
You
weird
dog
question.
her.
Pretty
You
good.
dog her.
You do pretty eyes. Pretty eyes.
She's pretty.
I got a. This may sound like a weird question, but do you have any special leaves?
Special leaves?
Mm-hmm.
Like herbs or spices.
No.
Yes, we have some spices. Yes.
Okay.
Herbs. So she goes in the back and comes out with a little plate, and it's got some ground leaves and stuff on it, different ones, and she sets it on the table.
That's
you can
weird
try
even
these.
for an elf.
And what you taste is like a wild onion and
That's good.
a sweet leaf of some sort.
Garlic.
Hey,
then
y'all
there's,
try some of this.
I already know. That's good stuff.
There's sort of a savory, green leaf. It kind of tastes salty. maybe a ground seaweed or something like that, and there's a few other things on there.
We need to find out if there's a local
But
meat
just
store out
just
there.
standard spices and herbs.
Standard spices and herbs. And is Tendra just still standing there looking at us?
Yeah, she's just excited.
Smile and wave.
We need
Do
to
we know
get
her?
that food and
Yeah.
we need to talk about that little girl because we know who that little girl is.
No, we don't. That she's dead.
She's in the wrong. We're in the wrong
Yeah.
time zone. for
So-
that.
Wrong time.
wrong.
Little
Could
girl,
be just
Wrinkle in
coincidence.
time.
you've been here your whole life.
Oh yes,
Who's your mother?
my father owns the restaurant,
Should
and
you?
he told me not to bother you. So hopefully I'm.
It's
you're
no
not.
bother.
You're fine.
Oh, how would you like if one of our orcs give you a hug?
You want a hug? You want an orc hug?
I do. You're
They're very nice.
You're so very nice.
Come on over here, little
Don't
thing.
push her.
So she comes over and she's like,
Pick her up, and I'm just
and
gonna.
she's like,
I can't
And then
she goes,
and then I'm gonna put her down, and I'm gonna smile.
Oh God! Let me see. We need to see your
she
smile.
goes, oh my gosh,
I'm
that's
a-
terrifying.
My tusks come out, and one broken.
She goes, oh, that's terrifying. I love it.
She likes adventure.
She got a
So
picture of him.
did you all cross the sea?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
How long was the journey?
Yeah, a couple of
Like a
weeks.
couple days.
It took a week.
It's a
You got,
week.
you
Yeah,
got
it was
the,
It took a week.
I
I'm
got
not gonna
really,
lie.
really sick. It was about a week.
it was hilarious.
In Ramside, the land you come from, are there more people like you all?
Okay.
Yeah,
God,
many,
Lots of us.
hundreds,
Wonderful.
hundreds of us.
I have a question, darling. What is your mother's name and what does she do to
My,
look as pretty as you?
my mother passed away.
How long ago?
As I was born.
Oh, we're so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So your dad is
And
just you
thank
and
you
your
for
dad?
reminding me.
Well, I got a jelly bean for you.
I ate bologna sandwich.
Ah, bologna. Yeah, y'all got any bologna sandwiches up in this place?
It's all fish.
We have a meat pate. Or
What?
fish pate.
Oh, nothing. I'll just take some bread.
Oh, no.
Try some crab.
Have you tried this fish cake?
You tried
I
crab?
got red fish.
Crab?
I'm not a meat person.
Can you
I'm gonna
just
try.
leave
I'm gonna
that
break the
girl
crab
alone?
open.
Okay, so as you guys continue to feast, she's very attentive. She's very innocent. She's very inquisitive.
Enthusiastic.
And within a few minutes after her, the hug and all that, and her bringing the herbs and everything, you see the front guy, her father. He's standing over at the bar, and he goes, "Tindy, come on, leave the people alone.
Hey, she's fine.
She's good. It's fine.
She'll check back with you to make sure everything's okay."
Alright,
We need to pop her a piece of silver or gold just 'cause she's cute.
So,
Yeah.
the meal continues, and as promised, Tindy shows back up, whenever she sees things getting low, and she goes, "Would you like us to refill any of that?" And it's just steady food as you go along,
Okay.
until you're full.
Nice. This place rocks.
It
Not
does.
even in the fish.
And the wine is really good. You want some of this wine? Use some of this wine.
Can I get some more of this?
I haven't had a sip of wine. I've just been drinking like a little bit of ale.
Again, I'm back to halfway, a little bit past tipsy. I'm good.
No, I'm
So
beyond that.
as it looks to
Yeah, that
like y'all are finishing up, and Tindy comes back and she's like, my father seems to think that the queen will cover this, but I don't know.
How much would it cost?
How
So
much
I'm
would all
gonna-
this cost?
Well, we
How
planned
much
on
is
paying
it?
it ourselves, so
Yeah. There's a good
For
lass.
the meal, or for the wine, each bottle is a gold.
No.
Okay.
Alright.
So 3 gold, and then for each of so we'll just say 10 gold for the evening.
For the entirety?
And
I can pay that.
all right.
here's 5
Agnes
gold.
got
Here's
it.
5 gold for
Sure.
yourself.
And I do hope you get to come back.
Can I have? Can
Oh,
I?
yeah, I surely
when she
will.
like,
we
to
do
give her a
too.
hug or hold her hand and detect magic.
Okay, and
Nana, leave her alone.
But you
Wrong
can.
time.
Wrong time.
So,
Fifth time saying it.
as you ask her,
It's okay, she's got
she
instincts.
kind of hustles around the table and she goes, I've never been this close to an elf before.
And you know what her instincts
careful, they bite.
And as you detect magic,
Nothing.
nothing.
told you.
There's
No,
no-
I'm
there's no
trusting
magic
my gut
in it,
feeling.
And your
Right.
gut feeling
What if
has
threw an
gotten me
extra
as
gold
almost
coin
got
in
me
there
killed last
for
time.
her?
Yeah. We're gonna
I
toss
threw
her
an extra
gold.
I
I
don't
threw an
trust
extra
your gut
gold
feeling.
coin
Pat
in
her on her
there.
head
Oh,
as we
thank
leave.
you. Now I can get those boots.
Lovely. I'm so glad.
So, as you finish, and I mean, it's just like a meal at any other restaurant, and you get up to go to leave, and nobody bats an eye.
Alright. So we stagger out onto the streets.
I'm not staggering. I never get compromised. I got my.
I had only
Way
a
to
couple
go.
steps. That's about it. I'm good.
I can't even walk.
Well,
Focus.
Agnes has maintained her focus,
So have
I'm
I.
very
Yeah,
heavily
that
weighting.
one.
Alright, so as you're, where are you going now?
Back to where
Back
we
to
need
our
to
area.
go.
Yep.
To the
We need
palace
rest.
domain.
Time to go to sleep and wake
Go
up with a
back to the
bad headache.
tavern.
Some trouble. Oh, that's not
as
tonight.
as you
That's
pass
not
through
tonight.
the tavern part of the inn, you notice that there are some soldiers there, and they're enjoying the evening, having a bowl of stew or whatever. And do you want to stop in the tavern, or do you want to go
Hey,
on
little
up?
drunk elf, do you want to
No.
play with the soldiers?
Let's go.
Not.
Can we?
I gotta go to sleep.
buckle
We're
up.
getting up
Whatever
early
you
to go
want.
get our
You know,
stuff.
we got to go
I'm
in the
going
morning.
upstairs. We got
Alright.
stuff
So
here
you're
in
not
the
gonna
morning.
stop me?
I got a company.
I'm gonna talk to the soldiers. Sit and have a couple of
Y'all might
want to
just toss me up and make him catch me.
So who's
because,
going up?
I am.
Okay,
Frick
so
all y'all.
everybody goes up, and as you find your rooms the way you left them, you turn in and immediately find your rest. Tally, where you going to the bar? Or
I'm
you
gonna
sit at a table.
I'm gonna kind of weasel my way up to the counter and get myself a comfortable pint.
I was gonna say, don't forget Tree Boys with you.
No, he's going up.
I'm going up.
Yeah, it's
I'm
just
gonna,
me. Same one.
I'm gonna do something stupid if I see this.
And yeah, I'm gonna get myself a pint and kind of lean back against the wall because I know that's the only thing that could probably support me, and just
And you just hear it creaking as
So
leaning
as
up.
you
Listen.
as
I'm
you're
gonna
standing
listen.
there, it's the comings and goings of the royal entourage and royal party and guard, and you don't see the queen nor the ladies in waiting nor the king nor any of the advisors. It's just mostly their hangers-on and soldiers. Nobody fools with you. Nobody even takes notice of you. I mean, they see you, but they just kind of.
And okay, so do I hear any kind of subterfuge, any kind of clandestine conversation?
You hear some of the soldiers discussing the crossing tomorrow. They say it's always rough crossing from the middle to the North Island. And one of them kids another one about throwing up the last time they made the crossing. And they talk about going to the capital, and you do hear one of the older non-coms saying something about you better have your swords sharp because there's been a dragon sight.
Ah.
Oh, or lie.
I need to check on Audrey.
I got news. What do you mean I gotta check on Audrey? My baby girl. She better be up in the room.
She's
Hey.
laying up against the fire.
She's got
Where's
work.
the dragon?
She got school.
Where's the dragon?
Near North Island.
I know, no. The
So,
short dragon.
Can I?
In the room with you.
My
I don't
ears are
see
kind
it.
of gonna perk up, and can I lean into that conversation about the dragon sighting? Is there any?
Yeah, it's just kind of in passing. Nobody has a conversation about it.
Okay.
And, the one of the soldiers said, "Yeah, my sword's always sharp. That one and this one."
And with that note, Tally's gonna go upstairs and tell people what she heard.
And check for your dragon, because I don't see.
Okay, so you go back upstairs and you go to the girls' room, you four, and there you go.
So, guess what?
What?
Tell us.
There's been a dragon sighting,
No.
and it's not Audrey. So, apparently where we're going, they're scared. Saying, keep your sword sharp, like a sword could really penetrate a dragon's skin. There's a
My
dragon.
flame blade probably could.
Yeah, we left Reiner in the hole. He's too drunk.
Audrey
I
might
try and
have
go
a
out
conversation
to
with
get
this
'em,
dragon and tell us
Hey.
what's up.
Don't
I try and go out to get
touch
Good
me.
idea.
That is a great idea.
Don't touch
Maybe
me.
tomorrow I'll let her go for a flight.
I'll tell Ace to lay low.
Alright, so night takes you all, and of course, after years of adventuring, your internal clock springs you straight awake just before dawn,
Oh, we need our lux.
Okay, and now we gotta head down to
and you make your
the
way
artisan
to
shop and get our
so
stuff.
down to the leather shop, and as Agnes, and we'll start that way, we'll do the same rotation. As Agnes and Tally and Belle make their way to the leather shop, you see a bleary-eyed, yeah, they open the door and you see this little bleary-eyed girl, and she's like, ladies, I've got all your stuff ready. And
Fantastic.
so she says, first I want you to try your outfit on. And she pulls out this Hanny Calder-esque leather pants, and you know the buttery leather color, and then it's kind of like a corset belt, and hanging off your hip on one side of the corset belt it's almost identical color to your pants and your vest.
Nice.
Blends. It blends.
Yeah, you blend.
I blend.
And you know, so she goes to you, and she's got these brown bracers, and the inner lining is just buttery soft,
Oh, nice.
but the outer layer is like it's like leather stacked for like a half an inch, and inlaid in the leather. She says, I had to go see Jacob for this. And inlaid in the leather are strips of metal, and they're flat.
Nice.
He hammered away.
Reinforced.
I mean, you can ward off arrows like.
And then of course she goes to the rack behind her, and she picks up a crisscross with swords on it, and goes over, and it attaches with a big ring here. So what you have to
Nice.
do, you have to take the belt, put it through the ring, go underneath, and tuck it down, and it fits perfect. So you got about a tab of about this much hanging out the bottom over your stuff, and the handles of your swords are right here, where you can reach
Perfect.
and get them.
Thank you.
And then she says, we have these too, and she picks up it looks like two garters, two sock garters, and actually it has a strap that goes above your calf, and then one mid calf, and then one around your ankle, and then the sheath is on the side, and
Perfect.
and they fit everything perfectly.
All right. Thank you
So-
so much.
So I hope this serves you well.
Yes. Thank
And
you.
please, next time you're in the area, don't hesitate to come by. I do anything with leather, and between the other artisans and I, we can pretty much do whatever you want.
Good deal.
Thank you so much.
So
cool.
I mean, sexy sister.
So you guys bought stuff. You weren't waiting on anything from the magic shop.
No,
yeah?
she's got to go get her sword.
Oh, that's right.
And my tent. And the tent. She's enchanting the tent. Took overnight. Yeah. Go get your tent.
No, the tent was already enchanted.
Yeah, but she's putting a special
Sword.
enchantment on
No,
it,
on
remember?
sword.
So that way
On the
she would be
Oh,
know
that's right.
who-
That's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you for keeping us straight.
Thank you.
Henley has not.
Okay. So
Henley is
So as you-
over and has not woke up yet.
as you walk into the shop, in the back you see this you see this huge woman. She's just muscled from one end to the other. And
Her husband does
she
all the
turns
cooking
and
and
she looks at you and she goes, oh, you want my grandmother, hold on. And she walks into the back and you,
Oh my goodness, how old is her grandmother?
and then within a few minutes, or within a few seconds, this little old woman comes creeping out of the back. She goes, oh, I have your things. You wanted
No, I'm not with her.
You wanted the dragon's bane.
The sword.
Oh, that's right, the sword, and
Extra enchantment on it.
oh,
no.
oh,
And
the
the tent.
tent.
And the 10th enchantment.
I've got it right here. So she takes the folded piece of cloth back and she goes, and she throws it up and it goes whoop into this little pup tent looking thing. And she goes, okay, so you have to decide, you have to reach and touch the tent and decide who can enter. And you can change that at any time, but you have to reach and touch it right here on the peak, on the front, and think about who you want to enter. So what we want to do is we want to test it. So you want to think about somebody else, but not me.
Belle, Tan,
Okay, so you put everybody, so, but not the little old lady from
not
the
the
back.
little old lady boo.
So she goes, okay, let me try. So she reaches down and she grabs the flap and she pulls and she pulls and she hits it with her stick and she pulls and pulls. That's it, it's ready. She says, now to dismantle it, you reach and grab the front point and pull it up straight off the ground. Only you can do that. So as you pull it up off the ground, the cloth just falls into a cone. And you can fold it up and put it away.
That is so neat.
I wonder if we're in the tent, can she do that, or does it make us like
No, it
human salsa?
knocks us into prone.
Plus, we have other doors in this tent.
So now she brings out your sword and she
to
goes,
explore.
here it is. So what's going to happen is whenever you get some, some ice creature or some creature of the north, your blade will glow a violet green. So violent, in fact, that you'll be able to see it outside your sheath.
Nice.
So I hope it serves you well.
Oh, it will.
And from one adventurer to another, happy journeys.
Oh, you too, ma'am. I got magic tent. Reach me in a freaking rock.
So we got a Harry Potter tent now.
I love it.
We always have a home.
All right,
I can't
so
wait to explore the other rooms.
Jeez.
How many bathrooms?
Right? Well, we each have a room. Hey.
So as you make your way back to the inn, the royal party and entourage are getting ready to make their way down to the shipyard. So they're going to get you back on the ship, same ship you came in on, and away you go. As they cast off from the dock, these sailors expertly handle the ship and sail it out of the harbor and turn it north towards the northern island of Nortguard. And that's where we'll pick up after the break.
Okay.
Another one?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
That
gonna
was
discuss our
quick.
guy?
That was a quick break.
You mean a quick discussion?
Like somebody banging at the door.
I do
It's her thing.
Yeah.
It's her.
All right, and we're back. Yeah,
There we are.
that's on a 6-second delay.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, so here we are. Everybody's back, and that camera has quit working again. So let me work on that. But we have our intrepid party has reloaded up on the boat, and they are about to make the crossing.
How long is the crossing?
It should only take a couple of hours.
He's saying
But
flowers
as
and
you
anything.
make the turn,
We're thinking I might let Audrey go for a couple of hours.
why is this
Bad
thing?
idea.
keep cutting out
We're
again.
leaving.
Well, tomorrow with our stuff, we're gonna be looking for a new computer tomorrow.
Sure.
Cause this is, she's gonna be done.
Alright.
And new
Guys,
cameras.
bear with us.
Weaving. She's weaving.
And new cameras.
No, the cameras seem to be working okay. If I just had a computer that would
Now with the quality.
keep control of them. Every once in a while they lose them. Alright, so let's get back to the table. And here's our intrepid party. Alright. So,
Intrepid, she said.
you, as the ship rounds the horn of the central island, on a northward path, they're tacking against the wind, and the seas look horrendous to you. We're talking 20, 25 foot swells.
Buckle up.
You always get sick.
I'm going below.
So I need everybody to roll a constitution check.
Which is
Which
that?
is that one?
It's a 20-sided die. And add your
Yes.
constitution modifier.
17.
What?
23.
You want to try to roll that on your own?
What'd you roll?
I don't even know what I rolled.
Looks like a 4.
I don't know
I
what.
don't see a modifier. Where's that at?
I was on
9 with the modifier.
Plus 1 for you.
11.
So anybody
18, so
anybody
17.
below 12 is hugging the rails,
18. I'm 18.
I'm already green.
chucking the what remains in their stomach of the fish
19, I'm good.
and seafood dinner that they had last evening.
I'm 18.
Super. That, yeah. Tasted better going down.
17.
So how many of you failed?
Over 10.
Yep.
How many? You guys passed?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I'll pass. I got
19,
18.
I'm good. This
I'm
time
sick.
surprising everybody.
So the orcs obviously
Not seafaring works.
are hugging the rail, and the druid is over there. The orcs have him. They both have
They're
arms
holding
around
him.
him, holding him to keep him from getting thrown over the side. And you see the sailors on this ship. They are efficient, and they're working against the wind. They're tacking back and forth against the wind and making steady
Pastime
progress.
Watching sailors do sailor
Um,
things.
This crossing, when you round the horn from the central island, you can actually see the northern island ahead of you. The reason it takes so long to get there
Against the
is
wind.
because you're going against the wind. So
On the choppies.
yeah, and the seas are just horrible in the Nortguard.
Stare at the horizon.
Yeah,
Find something steady on
yeah,
the horizon.
that shit doesn't work. I promise you.
There's nothing steady.
At
It
all.
goes like this.
That
We
did
know.
not work
Yeah,
at all.
Gina and I shared the stern corners of a boat one time because that didn't work.
Fine.
So anyway, it takes a couple of hours, and you are absolutely, those of you that failed are absolutely miserable. So you take 1 point of exhaustion from the crossing.
That's rough, buddy.
See, playing blind's fun.
Where's exhaustion? Just make 5 circles.
Where?
Under temporary hit points. Just
5
make 5 circles and fill in
All
one
right,
of them.
so you make it to the
Well,
port
we're
city, and this
We're not affected.
port city is it's a little more like the other ones that you're used to from the Empire. This is your standard flannel uniformed, and the
Underoos.
the stone wharfs and the numerics and all that, and they are they tie up to the wharf, and you let the royal party off, and then you guys follow, and you're met. The royal party is met by the warden, Harold Gordon or Garden.
Harold?
T-E-R-O-L-D.
Terrell.
And the lady Rosalind Nortguard.
Wow.
So for
Not bad for a human.
How extreme is she?
okay, so you notice that the warden, he's kind of a large fellow, and he carries a big axe, and he's wearing a lot of fur and a lot of leather, and he speaks with a thick northern accent, and he's welcoming the king and the queen, and so there's also the lady Rosalind. She's the same way. She speaks with that thick northern accent, and during the conversation, you're standing there behind the king and queen, in your places, and you notice that they're looking around the king and queen at you, and he's like, and you see them shaking their heads and this and that and the other thing, and the warden, Terrell, he peeks around the king and he goes, well, come on, you lot. He said, we're going to bring you to our longhouse.
Sounds great.
So off you go.
Off we go.
So it's just kind of a reception. They kind of have food made, and you walk into it. And the longhouse is reminiscent of the one you stayed in. Those of you that stayed with the Antler Riders, it's kind of reminiscent of that, but it's a little more modern. The construction is that you can tell it's kind of a cross between the modern and calculated techniques of Clanel's, culture, and the old culture of these people from the north. So it's kind of, the longhouse is kind of up the hill from the wharf, and it's embedded in the side of the hill, kind of, and it's surrounded by a huge stone wall, which would have been timbers in their past.
Yeah.
But that's where the combination of the Clanel, efficiency and their old traditions still hold. And this thing is huge. It could hold 200 people. It's just a great hall.
Okay.
So everybody goes in, and they have the dais up front, and the warden and the lady Rosalind and the king and queen go sit up there. And they're, some of their servants are escorting you all to a table, and then all of a sudden you hear a horn. It's like doo doo.
That'll sound good.
And then there's more horns start going off,
Oh
and you
boy,
hear
what
them sounding all over the city. And you notice that the warden stands and draws his axe. And you hear this horns all over the place. And you notice that the soldiers that are inside the longhouse begin to rush outward.
Get ready, sister.
You need to send Audrey up.
Fuckery afoot.
I think it's a dragon. They spotted a dragon.
I'm just driving.
Oh.
Yep.
So my little girl.
You did the best. So.
Her bite was worse than her. Get him, Audrey.
I'm gonna send my girl up. Let her go.
Okay?
You just hear at the at a door.
All right. As you send her, she flies out over the soldiers as they're exiting the long hall, and into the sky she goes. And as she climbs, you see through her eyes, it's kind of a mist rolling in.
The dead?
It's kind of a mist, like fog rolling in, but
Dead?
it's high, the clouds, at cloud level.
Okay.
And Audrey as she approaches this misty cloud,
Or Audrey.
hang on.
Is that actually as big as she is compared to her character?
Not anymore.
Yes,
No.
yes, that's
Compared to
that's
her
as
character?
big as she ever gets.
Compared to the
She's
character?
pretty tiny. Yeah.
She's
Put
a
her,
su-
put it next to
she's
your
a pseudo dragon.
Yeah.
She's the scale.
Yeah, but you have to understand, she's an orc, so she's actually big. Whereas
She's about the size of a
I'd say pit bull.
it's about half your
A
size.
big pit bull.
So through
like a
Audrey's
serval
eyes,
cat.
through Audrey's eyes, what you see bursting
No, I need
forth
that.
from this mist and cloud is this.
Oh, that's a real dragon.
Can I keep it? Can I keep it? Can I keep it? Can I keep it?
Dragon.
Can I keep it? Can I keep it?
No.
Well, I have two options: seduce it or run away.
You only have one level in Bard. You sure that's a good idea?
Okay,
Let's joke,
so
people.
I need Tally. I need you to roll a. Yes, and the dogs are after it too.
Release the hounds.
Release the baby.
I need you to roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
You're sitting here like, oh,
So you don't delve into madness.
guys. Look out the window, please. Now,
Look. Look. Where's my luck?
now, look, please. Now,
I'm not gonna use that one again.
no, the window. It's a cloud.
Okay, Tally has cashed in some luck.
Oh wait, that didn't count. God damn it! It's a 5.
Tally, you have very seldom in your
Here.
life been frightened,
Here you go.
but you are frightened, almost to the point of being unable to move.
Hey, what's wrong?
As Audrey sees the large white dragon, ice dragon, burst out of the clouds,
Ice dragon.
Hey, her sword's lighting.
her sword, Gatsby's sword, begins to glow bright green in her
Ruh-roh.
scabbard.
Ruh-roh, rag.
When did it start doing that?
Okay.
It was enchanted.
Tell him.
We didn't move.
Oh yeah.
Okay, when my
Audrey
sword.
needs to roll a
That you're being used.
dexterity check.
Audrey does.
Yep.
Bye bye, dragon.
Come on, baby girl.
Against her stats.
Maybe because your dice are so heavy.
It's a 5.
Luck. You have luck in your
You
favor.
have another luck.
One
Just
more.
use
Okay.
it. Here, use this one. This one's
No,
good.
you can't trade looks.
Oh,
No,
you can't?
dice. I'm talking about dice. Use this one.
I got another one.
Use the plastic dice. They're
Right,
good.
Talent. Audrey has traded in her luck.
18.
Oh, thank God.
As the dragon sees
Plastic
Audrey,
dice are the most
it
reliable.
makes a wheeling turn and dives towards Audrey,
Oh,
gaining speed and through her eyes you see this terrified. Audrey slips underneath the white dragon and then makes immediately back for the longhouse because she senses something's wrong with you.
we need one of these.
And
We
my
need-
sword
Within
is still
just a
glowing?
few moments you see
we need a
Audrey
big- we need a
full
big dragon right
speed
now.
through the doorway and the full length of the longhouse before she stops and then comes back down to your feet.
She's panting. She's breathing hard.
What'd she see?
Hey, what?
What was that?
You all in the longhouse feel a crash on the top of the longhouse. You see soldiers surrounding the warden, the Lady Rosalind, the king, and the queen.
Well, hey,
The
guys.
soldiers begin
nice
to move
knowing
the
you.
king and the queen down the longhouse.
We got the tent. We don't care.
Hey,
I kind of care if it burns it.
it's an ice dragon.
I don't
It
care.
breathes ice.
As you watch, unsure of what's going on, the roof of the longhouse is torn away,
Is my
and
sword
you
still
see
green?
Yeah.
the large ice dragon
Mom,
clutching
who's
to
got
the
the
open hole,
ice sword
looking down into the
from the king.
longhouse.
I don't think
Who can throw fire?
Mommy?
You!
Me.
Me? We
We're
throw
fire
fire.
Or fire.
Okay.
I have a flame
I
blade.
need everybody to roll an intelligence check.
20-sided.
17. Look
14.
here. Look here if you don't believe me. Look.
21.
I believe
I got a 10.
11.
17. How many?
I got a 15.
Okay, Tally.
Freaking.
What'd you roll?
10.
Tally, Anley, Bell. What'd you roll?
15.
You are all frightened. And
I'm frightened.
you're unable, yes you are.
Bell scared?
That is an unfamiliar thing to you.
Mm.
You are unable to move towards this dragon.
Dragon?
You're only
What's my
able to
animal
make
handling?
ranged attacks at disadvantage.
That's
The
my
rest
animal.
of you are like, holy crap.
I'm not scared.
Can I?
He rolled a 20.
You
I
should
know
be.
I'm probably
21.
gonna die.
There you go.
I got a backup
Okay,
character,
y'all
but
gotta
I know
come
I
up
am
with
about to
something,
die.
some spells or something.
Can I try and?
Fire, something.
Can I?
So, the dragon climbs downward through the hole into the longhouse.
Okay, so it's big, but not that big. I thought it would be like
Burning hands. I
twice
have
the size.
burning
Hey,
hands.
Me
wait!
too.
Don't be stupid. Do
And
not.
sacred flame.
Do
Don't be a
not.
stupid
Do
dog.
not be stupid. Literally, this time I don't care. This is not.
Fireball.
This is not trying to turn into somebody
Firebolt.
else. Do not do nothing
I have
stupid.
serious.
Anley,
So,
as the dragon crawls down into the longhouse, it turns its neck towards you, swivels,
Hey,
and strikes towards you. What's your AC?
16.
Missing. And you remain frightened.
I'm so scared.
right here. I'm
You
giving.
haven't rolled initiative.
Bell,
No, we haven't.
one of the claws reaches and strikes towards you. What's your AC?
What does that mean?
Your
Armor class.
I got 68 hit points, so
Oh,
15.
Hitting you, causing
20 something hit points probably.
hush your mouth.
Why should be that much? Well,
gonna get
just
killed.
why should be that much?
I'm a squishy little warlock.
Hang on. What's limited here?
Squish little.
2d6 plus 6. Hang on.
What time is it?
Causing 11 points of slashing damage. Tally, the same. Striking towards you, missing.
I got fireball and
You're an orc. You don't hit.
You see the king and the queen are trapped
Fireball.
towards the dais in the longhouse. There's no way there's no exit for them. You are just under the
God.
opening to the right, behind the table.
That's stupid because I'm gonna try and calm that dragon down.
How far away are the king and queen from me?
Probably 40 feet.
woo!
We have to distract the dragon.
Don't
Distract the dragon
To
so I
get
can
him away
speed
from the
past.
queen.
do nothing stupid because I am going to try and calm the son of them down.
It's an ice dragon. What can we do?
Good flippin' luck,
Spell slinger.
Flapjack.
What is your perception?
What do you mean
Do a perception check?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
perception?
Does that count for me too?
Yeah.
What side?
Yes.
A 20?
Yeah.
18?
Yeah.
Turning in
18
a lot.
plus
I gotta do better than that.
Do we all roll perception?
18
Magic
plus
slinger.
4,
Just a magic
19,
slinger.
16,
20,
17,
18,
18.
30, 22,
18.
Tally?
18.
22.
Damn, all they're on foot.
We're scared, but we see things.
All right. In your mind, you hear. The royal party.
Oh,
know it. I know it. I'm trusting my instinct from now on.
Dear Queen, shall I freeze him?
Freeze who?
Shall I freeze them all?
Oh, dear queen. You must be the.
Not necessarily.
Shall I freeze you? Where is the unity you promised?
Unity.
Oh, he's talking to the queen, the real queen, because she's trying to put together unity. Remember?
Oh.
She's
My
trying to put it
kind
together.
grow old and falter
Dragon.
while we wait for your unity.
Dragon.
We shall return to the old ways, where we shall take what we want. As you look towards the queen, you see her with her finger against her head. And you hear her. Now, Granjan, you know this is going to take some time. We have no time.
What's going on?
Granjan, we've talked of this. I think I'll just take one. And he looks around the room to you. You hear me. Which of you shall I take? You hear now, Granjan,
Geeky.
and as you hear that, you all feel something just crash into your brain. So give me, spell slingers, give me a Constitution check.
20.
Not doing 20. Yes.
19.
You need to burn those dice tonight.
Quit.
Allie?
Freeze 'em.
16.
Looks like you going with the dragon.
Sorry. I'll
those
take
of
care
you
of
that those of you that failed
You're fucked.
are lower
What's a
than
fail?
10,
Okay.
10 or lower, take 11 points of
16.
psychic damage.
Oh, jeez.
Those of you that rolled higher than 10 take 5 points of psychic
Where's
damage.
that at?
That's hit points.
Oh.
No, I've got 11
Well,
points.
not you. You're not a spell slinger.
I know, but I was talking
Okay.
about
I got
previously. I had
63 now.
11
I still got
points.
63. I'm still good.
I got 32 left.
How do I have?
And you hear, now, Queen, shall we do this again? You hear, leave them alone. They are not part of this.
Wait. Hey.
You can't interrupt the dragon is talking to the queen.
And he reaches
For who? For who?
and snatches the Lady Rosalind
Uh-oh.
into her.
No.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, no. We got some. What?
And
Alright.
out of the longhouse he flies.
He.
Okay.
And you hear, what was the name?
Grungeon.
Granjan. Thank you.
Her name was Grungeon?
No,
The dragon's grungeon.
And you hear
Lady
this
Rosalind.
scream in your head. Granjan! And that's it. And away the dragon goes.
Audrey, fly. Get her to fly. Get her to follow.
She's terrified. She's not gonna fly.
She's small.
All right, I
Is
can
that- is it-
polymorph into a.
Boot or fly?
You can't.
I can't
And that's where we'll pick up next week.
No!
It ain't even six.
Next
So
weekend.
Lady Rosalind is still with
Yeah,
the
we're playing on
dragon?
7.
Oh, okay.
That is not fair.
Yeah, that's how hard Emily held your hand.
Christopher.
Just like
there's
that's
a
how
way
hard
to
he
do this.
held
Go
your
ahead and
hand.
Get all your stuff gathered up and get that room picked up today.
Here is
So-
Jill's.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's where we're going to leave off. And we will pick up there next weekend. Hopefully we'll get this from Facebook to YouTube here in a day or so. And
Like and subscribe so we
yep,
won't die.
like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we'll see you guys
If you don't, we die.
next week. And
Help
don't
us.
forget, we love you. All right, bye-bye.
This is her boxes.